श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि रामानुजदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेंकटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकं नीलातुङ्गस्तनगिरितटीशुद्धमुद्बोध्य कृष्णं पारार्त्यं स्वं श्रुतिशतशिरसिद्धमध्यापयन्ति श्वोच्छिष्टायां षजनिगलितं याबलाकृत्य भुङ्क्ते गोदा तस्यै नमैदमिदं भूय एवास्तु भूयः अन्नवयल पुदुவை ஆண்டாளரங்கற்கு பன்னு திருப்பாவை பல்பதியம் இன்னிசையால் பாடிக் கொடுத்தாள் நற்பாமாலை பூமாலை சூடிக் கொடுத்தாளைச் சொல்லு சூடிக் கொடுத்த சுடர்கொடியே தொல்பாவை பாடியருள வல்ல பல்வளையாய் நாடினி வேங்கடவர்க்கென்ன விதி என்ற இம்மாற்றம் நாம் கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கே. டுடேஸ் Tiruppavai Pasuram is number 3. Third verse. Ongi Ulagalanda Uthaman பேர் பாடி நாங்கள் நம்பாவைக்குச் சாற்றி நீராடினால் தீங்கின்றி நாடெல்லாம் திங்கள் மும்மாறி பெய்து ஓங்கு பெரும் சென்னலோடு கயலுகள பூங்குவளை போதில் பொறிவண்டு கண் படுப்ப தேங்காதே புக்கிருந்து சீர்த்த முலை பற்றி வாங்க குடம் நிறைக்கும் வள்ளல் பெரும் பசுக்கள் நீங்காத செல்வம் நிறைந்தேலோ ரெம்பாவாய். The most wonderful verse. This Pasuram is actually dedicated to Ulagalanda Perumal, Tirukkovalur, who is the presiding deity of Tirukkovalur. There are actually 3 Pasurams that are dedicated to this Ulagalanda Perumal in Tiruppavai. This Pasuram, number 3, and 17th Pasuram. அம்பரமே தண்ணீரே சோரே அறம் செய்யும் எம்பெருமான் நந்தகோபாலா எழுந்தினார் கொம்பனார்க்கெல்லாம் கொழுந்தே குலவிளக்கே எம்பெருமாட்டி யசோதாய் அறிவுராய் அம்பரம் மோடு அறுத்தோங்கி உலகளந்த உம்பர் கோமானே. That is the 17th. உலகளந்த உம்பர் கோமான். 24th Pasuram. அன்றி உலகம் அளந்தாய் அடி போற்றி. Srimad Narayana measured the whole universe as well as the sky with his 2 feet. He placed his 3rd feet on the head of Bali Chakravarti. Everyone craves to reach the lotus feet of Srimad Narayana, but Mahabali is so blessed that Srimad Narayana himself came to Bali's kingdom and placed his Trivadi on his head. So Tiruppavai, Sri Andal gives 3 adi to commemorate the events in Vamanavataram. And Vamanavataram reserves a special place in Andal's mind. In Sri Ramavataram, Krishnavataram, Nrisimhavataram, other Avataram, the Lord has punished the evil doers by killing them. But in Vamanavataram, he does not kill anyone. He does not use any weapon. Pirati always liked this aspect of Srimad Narayana when he does not use his weapons to punish his opponents. Vamanavataram is so special. Sri Andal sings in praise of Trivikraman. Ongi Ulagalanda Uthaman பேர் பாடி. The Nama Sankirtanam of his divine names. By chanting the name of Ulagalanda Perumal, we could accrue a lot of benefit. தீங்கின்றி நாடெல்லாம் திங்கள் மும்மாறி பெய்த. A country should neither have drought nor it should have rain so much that would wash everything away. Like the Chennai Manarakam, it should rain in the optimum quantity for the people to enjoy its benefit. மும்மாறி பெய்த. The rain should pour thrice in a month. So here நீங்காத செல்வம் நிறைந்தேலோர் எம்பாவாய். The whole country would be bestowed with wealth and prosperity. Which wealth? Permanent wealth. Permanent prosperity, which is Sri Vaikunta Prapti. So, Andal so beautifully blesses us that if we recite the Nama Sankirtanam of this Perumal, of Trivikraman, we would be completely benefited eternal wealth, the Sri Vaikunta Prapti. So, Andal speaks about the results obtained after observing the Sharanagati Vratam, the Sharanagati Act. the Bharanyasam, Prapatti. The first one, of course, the eternal bliss of moksham that we get, and attaining the divine communion with Perumal is a unique achievement. In Ayarpadi Pengal, they had that communion. The other fruits, of course, for them is a good harvest due to good rains and lots of food, the cattle, the wealth. So, ingum angum, here as well as there, one gets benefited. So the meaning is, if we who adhere to the Vratam, the Sharanagati non, sing in praise of the divine names of Uttaman, the Lord Trivikraman, the most benevolent one, the most compassionate one, who grew to a huge cosmic avataram, Trivikrama avataram, and measured the worlds in 2 strides and put his 3rd step on the head of Emperor Mahabali. And then here Andal says, if we take the bath in the Yamuna river because of our Vratam, there will be 3 showers every month throughout the country. There will be no harm at all, no drought, no famine. The country will be rich, plentiful because of the harvest, because of the rains. The fish will be happily roam and jump from here to there in the tall paddy crops. And the lotus flower, the blue lotus, Nilotpalam, will bloom. The milk, profusely milk giving generous cows will yield more milk. Just by touching the udder, it will fill cans after cans very quickly. Abundant milk. So the inner meaning of this verse is, the first verse, Marghazhi Tingal, was focused on Ashtakshara mantra. The second verse, Vayyattu Vaalveergal, was on Dvaya mantra. Uyyum Ari Enni, the 6th Padam Dvaya mantra. Third verse on Charama Slokam of Gitacharyan, Sarvadharman Parityajya. So Ashtaksharam, Dvayam and Charama Slokam of Gitacharyan, the subject of the 3 Pasurams. It's actually Tarakam, Bhogyam and Poshakam. Tarakam is for living, is like Annam, Unnum Soru, Parugum Neer, Thinnum Vettila Ellam Kannan, Nammalvar says. Tarakam is the food. Bhogyam is like milk and ghee. Poshakam is like the sandal paste, the betel leaves, Tambulam, Sandanam. So, with these 3, we have everything that we need for our nourishment, the spiritual nourishment, the enjoyment of Ananta Kalyana Gunam, the infinite auspicious attributes of Perumal. Which 3? Tarakam, Poshakam, Bhogyam, Ashtaksharam, Dvayam, Charama Slokam. And thus we would be blessed with the divine couple and gain Moksha Siddhi. So here another interpretation and Anubhavam is that Andal invited everyone through the first Pasuram in Marghazhi Tingal to come and join in the enjoyment of Acharya Guna Anubhavam, the celebration of and the Vaibhavam of Acharyas. In the second Pasuram, Vayyattu Vaalveergal, she stresses the importance of the participant, of the Sishyas, of the Mumukshus to have the qualification to adhere to the Shastras, to adhere to the dictates of the Shastras. Shastra Vasya Yogyatais. In the third Pasuram, Ongi Ulagalanda, she declares that Acharya Kula Sambandham, the connection and involvement with Acharya Kulam, starting from Sriman Narayana up to Asmad Acharya, up to our present day Acharya, will give the Mumukshus, those who are desirous of moksham, Mumukshus, immense auspiciousness, immense shreyas. That is in this Pasuram. How is it possible? because the Trivikraman is addressed as Uttaman. In Andal's visualization, Trivikraman appeared as Uttaman because Ongi Ulagalanda Uthaman. She invites her friends to sing the glory of Uttaman Namam, which is an important part of the Vratam. Trivikraman is Purushottaman because his sacred feet touches every devotee, every dveshi, all alike. Kadapuna Shankara Tanka Kalpakat Vajara Vindankusha Vajalanchanam Trivikramatvacharanambujadvam Madiya Murdhanam Alam Karishyati Alavandar Shesin Yamana Stotra Ratnam. The day you measured and you touched everyone's head, probably I would have missed, I would not have been there. So please place your feet again on my head. So he blesses them all with his anugraham. Andal hints that the Lord's name is grander than himself. So here she describes that the Vratam Thingindri Nadellam Tingal Mummari Peide. The Vratam would grant all benefits, all wealth, material wealth, the harvest, everything. But what's the inner meaning of this? Shatri Niradinal. This refers to the Sharanagati Ragasya Upadesam by Sadacharyan and the observance of Sharanagati by the Sat Sishyas by placing our souls either by Acharyan to the Lord or repeating what the Acharya says or ourselves placing our soul at the feet of Sriman Narayana. Swanishtai, Uktinishtai, Acharyanishtai. So, Satri Niradinal refers to the Upadesam of Sharanagati Ragasyam by Sadacharyan to the Sishyas and observance of that Sharanagati by the Sishyas. Mummari refers to the benefits of attaining the Palan of the Sharanagati Vratam through the Upadesam, through study of Alvar Prabandham, through study of these Tiruppavai, enjoyment of Archamurtis in the temple. These three are the benefits of the Sharanagati. Ongu Perum Shennaludu Kayaluhala is like the fish which jumps in the tall grown up paddy crops. What does it refer here? The tall stalks of Prapannas, people who have performed Sharanagati, they have become Shreyas. They are shining with Sri Vaishnava Tejas, effulgence, splendor, and cause goodness to the world. So they are like the tall stalks of crops, thriving in the land rich with acharyas. So the strong fishes jumping with joy in the paddy fields are the happy acharyas who recognize the field, the paddy which have grown, the sishyas who have grown. The acharyas jump with joy because of the Mukti and Acharya Nishtai to perform Sharanagati. Now they have borne fruit. The Acharyas are enjoying like the fish jumping. Punkuvalai Podil Porivandu Kanpaduppa refers to Sriman Narayanan. Now, like the farmer who is happy that the crops have grown and the fishes are enjoying, that it's going to be fertile, there's going to be harvest. Similarly, Sriman Narayana is happy that Acharyas have done what's to be done. Sishyas have performed their Baranyasam, placing their souls at the feet of Sriman Narayana through the Acharyan. Now he is sleeping peacefully without worry in our heart lotus, in our Hridaya Kamala, that his work through the Acharyas have borne fruit, have been successful. He sleeps like a contented farmer who has realized abundant crops. Thengade Pukkirindu Sirtha Mulai Patri Vanga Kudam. This refers to the Sishyas who have flocked to the Acharyan, being pulled closer by the affection, Vatsalyam of the Acharya. So, one after the other, the pot is kept below the udder and it is filled with milk. Similarly, one after the other, the Shishyas come to the Acharyan and filled with Jnanam, and like Surakkum Surabigal Pol Surindanar, says Vedanta Desikan. Like the cow that yields milk abundantly, the Acharyas give with Vatsalyam, showering their kripai on us. So, and then Vallal Perum Pashukal, the most generous Acharyas, who do not expect anything return. They use the equivalent of the 4 fingers of the udders of the abundant milk. The 4 fingers of the udder are the Vedam, Smriti, the Satvika Puranams, and Alvar Pasurams. With that, the milk of knowledge comes to the Shishyas. Ningada Selvam Nirainde, the undiminishing wealth of Jnanam at all times during our stay here in the Leela Vibhuti, and later in the world in Sri Vaikuntham when we reach there. So this is so beautifully summarized by Sri U.A. Perikaranai Swami in his most beautiful book on Tiruppavai commentary, and Sri Sadagopan Mama of New York has translated this in an exhaustive, the Tamil commentary has been translated. So this particular wonderful third Pasuram, Ongi Ulagalanda, gives us such a gist of the Charma Slokam and the gist of Acharya's Vatsalyam to the Sishyas. Thereby they get benefited by the Acharya's grace. Adiyan, Andal Trivadigalai Sharanam. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkatesaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Dhanyosmi.